of wrinkly pink rage, Phil Mitchell struts across Westminster Bridge carrying a portable laser guidance unit. He acquires target lock on a silent Big Ben, and Trident does the rest. This is the cure, he says, as we continue to ignore and insult each other, while the pangolins and the bats mount their biological attack on us, and we sit in coffee shops, wondering what we could tweet to make it all better. My legs hurt, Future Bing! Ah! 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 Ugh! Ow! Oh! Ah! Oh! Yesterday, I played football, the beautiful game, the national obsession, for the first time since I was in school and forced to play it. I was that kid who ran in the opposite direction to where the ball was, and just stood in the corner, because he wasn't allowed to not be there, but the PE teacher had long since given up trying to get him involved. So yesterday, when I actually ran towards the ball and did kick it a few times with my foot and once with my head, I felt pretty good.
What's up, Callum? Feel good. 3 games down. 3 games down, 1 to go. I can't film when I'm playing. You can't. But I feel good. I feel real good. I've headed the ball. I've kicked the ball a couple times, and I've failed to block several goals. I'm a bad goalie. I'm an all-round bad player. I didn't help anyone. I definitely didn't help the team. In fact, I probably contributed quite substantially to our losses, but I felt pretty good about it, and I got a very good workout, and I am in medical need of potassium and bed rest now. Woo! 2 sports down, Future Bing. We may not be able to fix the world, but we can improve ourselves. We can think better, we can be healthier, we can do good, and we can be a part of communities. I'm under no illusion that football is my sport. I doubt I will play it again, maybe one or 2 more times. It's not for me, though. I'm glad I tried it, and I'm glad that on a fairly cold, windy Saturday morning, instead of sitting in my apartment doing nothing, I went and met new people. And got a good sweat on, too, as well, also. Today is Sunday, and in a few minutes I'm going to be heading out to meet Lewis at the Museum of London. I have a free day, and I decided that we could go and, learn about our city and its history. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to being there, but I'm not looking forward to all of the standing out of this chair and walking and using my legs that it's going to require today. Just purely physically. Mentally all good. Mentally very good. A little bit sleepy. But body bad today. Body bad in a good way, but bad, and it's gonna be a truck. Cool, that's a good intro for that episode, and now we'll go to Osmo footage of me and Lewis just having a good day. Stick some music under it. Stick a bit of music under it. Why don't you come on down to Epidemic Sound? And we got all the music right here. Get a bit of a beat going. Get a bit of a beat. Get a bit of a beat going as we go on our day. Hey, maybe we should use Bingaling. We haven't used Bingaling yet in this season. Having a very hard time imagining Bison ever being here.
So Croydon existed in the past.
So Croydon's always been there. Croydon is eternal. That's so good! Why don't we make toys like this nowadays? Terrifying Eigen faces and interchangeable genitalia.
Was it like a Japanese wood nightmare?
My finger.
It says touch the part.
I touched it and it cut me.
So they have this thing at the Museum of London called Curating London that they're doing where they're getting like modern artifacts, right?
Ooh.
And they're trying to collect things like as they're archiving like
up-to-date things.
Yeah.
They told us that they had already secured the first refusal to buy the baby Trump blimp when it finishes its tour. It's currently touring. And then when it comes back to London, they're going to buy it. So I guess like a fun question, what would be your artifact? What would be the thing you put in that archive that is London to you?
The first thing to come to mind is just a bin bag full of cigarette butts, I think. Hopefully one day in the future, it'll be a thing to have in a museum that once London was covered in horrible cigarette butts, but no longer.
Pestilential stink. No fucking way. How am I only just learning that there used to be houses on these bridges? This is untenable.
It was a Victorian thing to get rid of them.
How fucking dare they?
I know, it's disgusting.
I want there to be houses on the bridges. I feel like a dainty princess right now. I feel like I'm in a Jane Austen novel.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh fuck. They're my second closest team.
Weston.
Yeah.
I'm
Arsenal. I think by geography I should be a Tottenham Hotspurs fan.
Yeah.
Also, they're better and they're winning more.
That's true.
So I don't want to support losers. I think my one would be like connected to an eccentric person or place. You know, there are like local heroes. Where I used to live in South London, there was this notorious old trans woman, and she would just kind of ride around and like have arguments with the air and stuff like that. Maybe something like from her personal collection. I have footage, and I'll put it on screen. I have footage that we shot. Footage from like the first day of getting B-roll on this project of a man wearing just trundling down Tottenham Court Road, wearing a cowboy hat, to the back of which he has pinned a picture of a cat, and it says Chairman Meow. I want that hat. I want that hat.
I want it preserved in one of those Damien Hirst blocks as well.
Yeah, I want to put that hat in a beautiful glass case in the Museum of London. That's London.
That you know what? That's a point, and that's the thing that I always say about London is like of all the cities of all the world, we have in this country and in London an amazing tradition of eccentricity, and it just like. Everyone wears anything here. People dress like you can leave your house wearing anything you want to and actually generally not feel like out of place in any way because there's nutty shit that happens here all the time.
I want to have one corridor of the Museum of London to curate myself, and it would be one of those little faux Gucci side tote bags. There's a bar somewhere and I forget where it is. There's a bar somewhere up here in North London with a really old clock above the entrance, and the clock itself says like time to kill your wife or something on it. I want that clock.
Yep. It's important for posterity.
Yeah. Just a 3-inch dissection of the bright yellow handlebar material from a London bus.
Ooh.
Because even out of context, you will know what it is.
Yeah.
A Londoner will know what that is from the colour and the texture.
Yeah.
Just a little cylinder of that yellow plastic grip
so
for the buses.
Even in and of itself, it's a reference that only Londoners can get as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. If you can distill into a liquid or just even keep into a small glass case the sound of a million people tutting, either before the barrier or when.
I want that. No, the one barrier, that one barrier in Angel or wherever it is, that sounds like a person going woo. I want to take that one out perfectly preserved.
This is for us. This is
perfectly
ours.
preserved, and I want to put it in a installation, and any time, any day, you can just press a button and it goes woo.
You have to get into the wing. To get into the wing, you have to go through the barrier. The traffic, the curatorial traffic, it's terrible. The foot traffic in that space is garbage. But you got the door. You got the barrier at the door.
There it is.
Perfect.
I'd pay to go to that.
I would.
Museum of London, you're welcome.
Hey, you have to pay us though. That's going to cost you TM.
You're welcome, Museum of London. We curated London for you.
We take commission.
There it is.
Please.
Please hire us.
He's all right. I need this.
God, I do actually want that.
Yeah, no, actually, I want to get the tatting noise. I want the sound of when someone who isn't from London stands on the left of the escalator.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm just like,
just if you could walk around for 6 days and with a little sound recorder, with a little H4, strategically standing behind other people who are standing on the left, and capturing the little mutters of people being like, excuse me,
asshole.
excuse me, or like, can you move? Please only ride the Central Line at peak time when everyone's coming out of work, and record different people's ways of asking people to move down.
You can make a collection and a sound bite of like everyone's different.
They love oral history. These museums. They love
because it's a good way of preserving culture, and a big part of London culture is hungry people at 5 o'clock tutting and swearing at foreigners and strangers.
You also need the opposite. You need on one pair of headphones. You get people
Come on.
really aggressively asking people to move down inside the tube, and then the other pair of headphones is the complete silence that you hear when you take your headphones off on a tube platform at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got their earphones in and no one's actually making any noise.
And no one wants to talk. There's a certain stillness to everyone disengaging.
It's a beautiful and eerie moment of silence.
Yes.
That no one ever notices because they're all listening to their own thing.
It's the same as when snow properly falls across London and there's no traffic.
Because the bodies are absorbing this, what little ambience there is absorbed by the bodies. So it's this real stillness. Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
All the posters are going to be the woo. You realise that?
Yeah.
We've got the woo one.
Yeah, the woo's.
We
have the woo.
Museum of London. We've got the woo one.
We've got it. Hey, come see.
And that's your whole marketing campaign right there. All the posters are that disembodied tube gate.
We've got
like
it.
a nice charcoal grey background.
Come to the Museum of London. Hey, we have the woo one now.
Yeah.
This is for us.
Museum of London, a glorious reopening of the permanent collection. We have the woo one.
We've got it.
We've got the woo one now.
Snip. Woo.
Woo!
Woo.
Woo!
Woo! So you've spent a lot of money. Someone else needs to use the barrier, so you've been here for an hour.